Hello, 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 everybody. How you all doing? Just gonna sip my coffee right here. Hola. So today is the 100 stream. So yeah, I didn't have anything prepared. It's not like I could, anyways. But yeah, today is stream number 100, which is it's nice. Feels nice to be on that number. Finally, after a long while, hopefully you can hear me properly. Let me just do a quick thing here. Okay, cool. It should be working. Everything should be working. I'm just gonna go jump ahead and just gonna stop this altogether. Stop this altogether. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it works. Cool. Uh, Everything seems to be working. Nothing is breaking, which is a good thing, really, for me. I feel a little bit better because hopefully, if everything goes right, I might do some changes on the channel. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, hopefully I'm able to change some stuff on the channel. So the other day I did this tiger that I really like. I wasn't able to finish this one. I don't know if I'm going to finish it during this stream. I could try, but I still will have to do the shots for the rest of the thing. So let's see. Let's see. Is this camera moved or something? Just turn off the studio mode. No, it's just as awful as it usually is. Oh my god, that camera. Anyhow, just put my chihuahua over there. If you can see, I have this on my hand because, yeah, I get better, then I do the wrong movement, and then I mess up my hand, which is not fun, I gotta say. Let me just change this real quick. What? Is this like messing up or something? Oh, I know what's going on. Okay. Just change this. Whoop. And now let's turn it to blue. It's blue! Just, let's play around with the camera a little bit. Just a little bit. I just need to have. I just leave the two. Let's see how this. Nothing at all. It doesn't look good. That's better. Well, actually, that's the way I set it up to begin with. So I'll just keep it at that. Yeah. I guess let's just finish this one for now. Then I can focus on what's next. Also, if you haven't, and this is the first time you're watching this random dude on the internet drawing, consider subscribing. It helps me a bunch. It's completely free for you, and yeah, allows me to continue and try to pursue this dream of mine. Yeah. Anyhow, let's see. Just gonna close this off for a second. I'm a little bit more clumsy than usual with this thing on my hand. Let's do another shot, shall we? That's good. Okay. I wonder where do I want the focus to be? I'm thinking about it. Maybe I won't. Yeah, could be. That could be a cool idea. That's really what I need for the edit. Now that I've been thinking about it, and because I saw that a lot of people were interested in a video I made, I'm going to do a video about how to animate using Krita. If you're interested in that such a thing, or if you have any questions about that software, just have to remove this. Wait a second. This might be annoying, but annoying for me. I mean, it's already annoying. This would not recommend. Not the cast, just having your hand messed up. It might be swollen, but I need to use it. I need my all my powers. The thing is, because I was getting better, I think I got too comfortable, and I did the wrong move and just messed up my hand again. I think, like, doing this the dumbest thing. I was like changing a bag on our garbage. Like, I was changing a garbage bag, and it just decided to, I don't know. I was pushing on the bag, and my hand, it's really dumb. Like, my hand went backwards, and when I tell you that I really failed. That was horrible. That was so painful. The only thing I can compare it to is the time. Well, I've dislocated my shoulder once. That was painful, but that was years and years ago, so I don't fully remember. I know I was in pain, but um, yeah, I don't remember the pain as vividly. But I did break my meniscus, and that, my friends, also would not recommend. That is horrible. I can compare it to that. I can definitely compare it to that. It's not fun. Not fun at all. I also have a video. It's kind of has a few frames similar to what I drew this time around with this, um, about using layers versus no layers while doing digital painting. I'm proud of that video. I did some effort. I took some effort, rather, to do that. You know what I was thinking for my next schedule? I still have a bunch of requests, but I was thinking of maybe focusing on something I really, really love. Is like movies or that kind of thing. So I was thinking of maybe doing like frames from movies I like, or series, just media in general. Because if I do pop culture, um, that's something I don't mind doing. Representing some really nice movies that I fully would recommend. Ding, ding, bang, bang, bang. It's gotta be not very sanitized. Meaning just thinking of where the pangolin is sitting. I've seen some wild stuff online about seats on trains and so on. Oh, I forgot about something. Like they're hairy underneath. Actually, also like on the ears and such. I wonder. This is completely in shade. I wonder if I could add a little bit of light there. That should be enough. I think. Maybe I need to exaggerate a little bit more so people can actually get more of an idea of what I'm trying to convey, which is always a good idea with illustration. I have the tendency to, I guess, I hold my punches sometimes. And often with illustration, you cannot do that. You have to go all in. So, yeah, gonna have that kind of that softness. I'm noticing that you cannot really see what I actually painted because it doesn't look right. That's even worse. That's actually more like it, but what the fish? Come on. This is frustrating. Well, hopefully I'm able to make my streams better with some of the changes I'm thinking of implementing. We'll see. I do this. Uh, might not seem like much, but I do put time and effort to doing better in the stuff I do all the time. Well, that's a little bit better, I guess. It's not even remotely what you can see here live, but it is something though. It's always nice to add some imperfections to things. Everything has like micro scratches, even though You might not notice it at first, but it always has that. So it's a good practice to add that in. I like my friend here. Hmm, all things considered, I don't mind it. I didn't like it that much at first, but also the request is a little bit weird. But I was just following the prompt I was requested. So pangolin going on vacation, I guess. Fine on that. I get a little bit of shadow over there. This one goes overboard. I need the other one. Where are you, my friend? Here. But of course, I have to move things to get to you. Yeah, I should have used this one instead of the other one. So, basic lighting. If you light one side, the other side gets shadow. So the light is coming this way, so everything that it's on the opposite side, it's in shadow. It depends on how much contrast you want to get. You add more or less, and you play around with it and think about to what point does it actually get light, like what's the angle of the light and so on. Helps you with what you're doing usually. Hope it makes sense what I'm saying. I don't even know if the ones watching usually are people that are interested in learning about drawing or just watching to hang out. But nonetheless, is nothing we learn is bad for you. Learning is not bad for you. It's great for you actually. So whatever you learn, you know what? I'm going to try to just do something like that. Maybe the shadow should be even further. I could be messing it up, but it doesn't matter. As a general rule, if the light is coming this way, the same way that you can see. Let me see if I can do this better. Show you guys better what I'm talking about. So you have the pangolin here. There's a window here. There's another window here, and the light is coming this way, right? So everything that's opposite is in shadow, and it projects. So let's try to project that. There should be a shadow of him, like so. And the same thing applies for the backpack. For example, let's say it's a cube, which is not, but there should be some light here maybe, but the pangolin is occluding the backpack, so you definitely get shadow here, and you should get some shadow here, but also some of that light should actually come through, if it makes sense. And also, this is a little bit more complicated to understand, or a little bit more advanced, I would say. Of course, I turn on the light, and again, my cameras are really helpful. Sorry about that. If we turn this on, is it better? I don't think it's better. Thing is, I'm not even fully adding the light to this. Well, so I don't know if you can see that, but you know what I need to get? One of those boards where you erase stuff. I can do something like that. I'm going to get one of those boards to be able to explain things easier. Really would recommend. Ah, here. So when I'm using the whole page, so you have the pangolin. You can definitely see that the window, the thing, the light is coming this way. Everything here is secluded, as I was mentioning. Some of that light, even if it doesn't directly interact with the creatures or the objects in the scene, whatever that scene may be, it's gonna bounce on stuff. Like, it's gonna get here and bounce and bounce and bounce. This is light theory, but that means that everything on that environment is gonna get lit to some extent. It's gonna get a way softer light, but it's gonna get some of that light. So depending on the temperature and the strength of the light, you will get more or less of that I'm mentioning. Uh, but yeah, that's about the gist of what I was saying. So you have your light source. Maybe there's some light inside. Uh, Everything that's opposite would be darker. Like, this area should be darker. I could play around with that. But yeah, I hope this super simple concept or sketch might help you make sense of how to light objects. It's the same thing as what is happening with my hand, and you can see the palm of my hand is on the light. You get shadows on this area, but I also have other lights in the room, which gives you a softer light bounce. You're still getting some of that light, but it's way softer because it's farther away and it's filling the entire room. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps you. So, with that in mind, I'm thinking maybe something like this. I want to add some shadow over here. some here too. I don't know. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes can be a miss, but the thing is, you gotta keep trying to get better at what you do. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. It's not a masterpiece. I know what I made. Sometimes something needs to be just what it needs to be. What is my purpose? You pass the butter. The butter, rather. Okay. So, moving on from this, let's get to another freaking sketch. Let's put this away. I got this random request of it was supposed to be a spider ice cream truck. I'm going to add this because let's just read it. Let's turn this off for a second. I have it here. If I can find it in the middle of my all my stuff. Wait a second. No, this is an older one. Okay. Here we are. The pangolin is there. Okay. So, by old WAP, old WAP said a spider ice cream truck serving different sorts of child animals. As I said, I get some really random requests. This is definitely one of those. Um. Oh my god. Let's see what I can do with that. Spider ice cream truck. You know what I was thinking because it doesn't specify. My mind goes to this. If it's a spider, they're not they're not big. The largest spider you can find is like that that size or something. Let's say a platter, around a platter size. Yeah, I think that's the maximum. So what I was thinking of making it so there would be um, a dude named Spider or a character named Spider. Maybe he has a spider tattoo. So that way I can play around with the idea a little bit, and I can make a kind of a fun scene there with different mammals and so on and so forth. Maybe this is a callback to I did like a whole sketch where it was a whole sketchbook rather. There was like basically a humanized animals, kind of like Zootopia type stuff. It was fun. I got a bunch of views out of that sketchbook, and but by the end I was so fed up. But people do enjoy that for whatever reason. So let's see what I can come up with. I'm going to try to. Hmm, I'm going to try to make it work. Hopefully I can. Um, just change this up. Let's turn the light again. Back on. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do the draft. I have somewhere. There should be. There you go. So I also made this video recently about the endless pencils, which I mentioned, and I said that I would test them on my day to day. Are you okay, buddy? My dog is right there, and he's like scratching his head. Are you okay? All good? Okay. He gets a little bit grumpy towards me at this time because I think he just wants to sleep, and I'm like annoying him by changing the light and so on. And what was I thinking? This one. Oh, I'm leaning towards this pencil because this is like 6B or something, which I mentioned in my video that this is 6B, and I'm going to try to add as much pressure to this as I can. Uh, get out of the way. This this doesn't. Okay. So that's as much as I can do with regards to getting contrast out of this thing. That's the maximum. So I would say maybe an HB pencil could compare. I do prefer this, but anyhow. So let's try to do some thumbnails to see what idea it's better. I mentioned this before, but doing thumbnails is a good idea. Can you actually see what I'm doing? Nah. So, again, no good, no bueno. Uh, for at least for streaming, it's not the best for me because it's a whole thing. The camera I have doesn't register well. A bunch of stuff, so I need a better version of this for sure. Like look at that. as almost like a marker, which is exactly what I want. Like I want to be able to add uh, contrast right away if I want to. I can go really light and get something similar to this, but if I need it, I can, by adding a little bit of pressure, it should work. So I'm thinking about how to frame this. Maybe I'll probably do a bunch of this. I'm, I'm, I'm low energy right now, and I apologize really because I don't have another time frame to do my streams. I try to do the best I can with the time I have, which is something we all should do anyways. Um, just put the ice cream cone there or something. And the dude dispensing the ice cream. Called Spider. Like I already thought of a story. Like he has rebuilt his life after a life of living on the edge, and now he has a business trying to give back joy to the world. This is, see what I mean? You get a random idea and then you start, and it fits because the other day I made the tiger with the ice cream, so maybe that tiger passed by Spider's truck and decided to get a cone. Could be. I want to do like a low shot. That could be cool too. You can do like a low shot here. Just this. Let's say this is just just stay with me a little bit. So let's say this is the hand of Spider. Here you go, kid. The ice cream thing. The let's say this is the. Oh, thank you, sir. And you have the kid there, or a creature could be, I don't know, let's say a rabbit. I didn't represent that well, but you get the gist of it. It looks too. There's like another one there. Here you go, kid. It needs to have like the thing on the head. I don't know if you can see it really. I think this one's better. I definitely think this one's better. I'm going to be able to show you because oh, my camera is lovely. Let's see if I can actually. There you go. Can you see it there? Kinda. Hello. How you doing, Stephanie? The prompt is supposed to be a spider truck uh, selling ice cream to a bunch of animal kids. A spider ice cream truck serving different sorts of child animals. That's what that person said. Old WAP. That's the Yeah. You cannot argue against the nicknames that people take on social media. They're really unique. Maybe it's a little bit better. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to remark it. Thank you, sir. So like a bunny. I guess this in this case, what I drew there is more like a teenager. The one on the right, yeah, this one, right? Very like how fast you can get something drafted using this. The other one is I like the silhouette it creates, but it's more of an establishing shot, which I haven't gotten into on my channel, but I do know about that sort of thing, which is it's good to learn about cameras and frames and composition for any kind of creative endeavor, because it helps you convey ideas better. So yeah, kind of in the same vein. This is on this one, the truck is facing the other way around, but it's the same idea. And I imagine like this could be like a park or something. I don't know. Could be also like going around neighborhoods, just selling selling your product, which might sound weird, but I don't know. The best version of this, I think, is it's like those food truck establishments where there's a bunch of them and they all sell their stuff. I think. So yeah, let me see if I can change that back so I can show you all. I think is this one. Just gonna pop, 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 pop. There you go. More little animals. Well, hopefully you can see the thumbnail there. As I said multiple times before, I think I really need another camera that works better. You can get an idea of what I did there. So yeah, I just gonna switch back. Let me just fix my camera again. Pop and just pop back. Whoa, there you go. Not the best transition, but yeah, with the magic of editing, whatever, man. Uh, so you were saying, let me read that back because I was trying to manage the camera. What happened? Did I mess something up here? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Something glitched. Although, if you went horizontal, you could draw more little animals. Yeah, I I know, but if I the thing is with this sketchbooks, these sketches, because they have limited time. Like I don't want to do like 30 characters. Um, yeah, like I want to keep it contained. I do prefer having something concise to the point and that can communicate the idea quickly, and I think that's a consequence of me doing this for a very long time. And like I think I've mentioned this before, but just the premise of keep it simple, stupid type thing. I think it's a it's a really good motto because um, I know for a fact that I've overcomplicated things for me in the past. So I've been trying to stick to that premise so I don't it's important to find the balance with like trying to find the words here to under promise and over deliver. So if you under promise and over deliver, people are happy with what you did. If you over promise and under deliver, that's where there's usually a problem. So I do prefer under promising. Like what I can do is this, and that, and if I can do more than that and just deliver that to the client or to in this case to y'all, that's awesome. But believe me, I've learned the hard way. I've had a lot of sleepless nights just trying to get something done and just losing my everything, like losing years of my life, I think, or uh, getting burnt out by doing a bunch of work that maybe nobody cares about. So yeah, under promise over deliver. That's so keep it simple, stupid. If you can get anything from this stream, just keep it like I would. It's good to have like a notes or something about this. Keep it simple, stupid. Under promise, over deliver, which a lot of people talk about. And what else can I think about? I don't know. Drink water. Always remember to drink water. Lately, I've been having this issue where like, why am I dizzy? I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, and it's like I haven't drink water in like 8 hours. It's like, oh, I'm dehydrated. That makes sense. Well, this is my life. That's my life. Beso. That's how you say that. Let's see. What was I looking for? This. Let's go and try to fudge. So less brightness. Oh my god. This camera is so frustrating. My god. It's really frustrating. Okay. So I might just do like the sketch. What is going on here? Oh my god. Wait. Oh, okay. And also, come on, man. Just work with me here. I need your assistance, camera. Come on. Bam, 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 bam. Appreciate it, but I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it. My goodness. It's quite probably a bot, but if it's actually someone, yeah, I'm good. Hard to tell these days, really, when it's a. Oh, you mean. Ah, it only took me like 20 minutes to figure out what you were saying. Uh, yeah, so keep it simple, stupid is. I'm trying to translate it. My. The. The not exact translation, but it means the same thing. Is no te compliques, so don't overcomplicate yourself. Um, but the other one would be manténlo simple, estúpido. Sí, yeah. Keep it simple, stupid. Manténlo simple. So the direct translation would be manténlo simple, estúpido. Or she or they, them, but estúpido is for males. Alright. So, yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple, my friend. Keep it simple. Yeah, it took me a little bit. I was like, I think she meant something else. I was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense within the, but maybe she, I don't know, trying to, I don't know what I thought. I thought it was like you were doing something else, and oh, how do you translate this kind of thing? So, as I said, keep it simple, stupid. No, no. See, I started doing this. Now I'm drifting away from my original plan. You gotta stick to the plan. It's important to stick to the plan. The truck gets all the way to here. The wheel should be like to here. If I don't do it that way, it doesn't fully work the thing. So you would get like a what you might call it, the transmission thing here. I have to look that up actually to see. I kind of like this composition. I would I would prefer to just turn the camera a little bit to make it even more wacky. Yeah, yeah. I know you cannot see what I'm doing because yet again my camera gets on my way. But you'll see. I'll make it better. You'll see. Just gonna push the saturation on this. There you go. Yeah, you can see it now. Everything's orange, but you can actually see what I'm sketching, which is the point. So I need to. The other thing I would say is stick to your plan and have a plan. Try to have a plan. It's a good idea to have a plan. There you go, kiddo. Maybe some napkins. Really giant ice cream. And the kiddo is trying to reach it. Thank you, mister. Hmm. Um, against me. How do I got here? Just doing this random drawing. If somebody told me, oh, on this date you will be drawing some random prompts on the internet. Say, what? What are you talking about? It's too oversized clothing. The kiddo trying to grab the thing. And the other hand, I could draw the parents like maybe here or something. I don't know if I want to draw the parents. I don't know if I'll remove that, but say thank you to the man, to the ice cream guy. Sure, mom. And spider. I haven't thought of this, but what creature would spider be? A wolf? A lion? That would be funny. A lion. It's a lion named Spider. Here you go, kid. Just this is a terrible profile. Please also keep in mind that my hand is not working properly, so not fun, but I have to deal with that. So what I was thinking is that maybe Spider has like a spider tattoo, like it's a large dude because it's a lion, right? So spider truck. So spider. I don't know what I'm doing now. Super random, as I said. Uh, was, come on, hand. You're acting up. Here you go, kiddo. have to add some other kids also waiting for their order. Another kid, let's say another kid. There's a full line. I could add another one, like maybe the brother or the sister. I don't know. Oh, of course. My go-to friend here. Little capybara. Oh. Excuse me, sir. I don't know if they have the flavor I like. Sorry if I start doing weird voices. Oh, if it's like that, I have to cover that. Say that's a bark. I could add some foliage here. So somehow this turned into a whole scene. Well, it's a little bit more fun, and I'm actually adding context to the prompt, I guess. I I do not like the if the clothes looks like too boxy, too stiff. So I have to think about those things. 1 hour 21 minutes. Yeah, I might just call it a day. I did do the sketch. My hand is acting up. Uh, I'll finish it tomorrow, probably. We'll see. Probably. It all depends. I do have to do a bunch of stuff tomorrow, so we'll see. What was I going to do? Oh, let's see if I can fix the camera back again. So it's probably the contrast that is messing up. But you can kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. I might change this. Some of the proportions are a little bit weird. This here goes here. I might change this because they actually their shape is not round. They have a different shape of head. That's kind of the idea. Actually, the face on him should be larger. If he's a lion. Yeah. Anyhow. Okay. Yeah. So I have that going for me right now. And this is the thumbnails I made for it. So you can sort of see point A, point B. Yeah. So as I said, this is a great way of conveying different scenes and just work out the way you're gonna represent something for illustration or for whatever you're doing. Yeah, it's kind of getting there. Um, I kind of like this. I might add this dude somewhere, like a little tiger, because somebody mentioned the cartoon. I don't remember the name of the cartoon, but it's this tiger with a kid. It's super famous uh, in the U.S. at least. I think it's not as famous in South America, but we have other ones like Mafalda, which is huge. Okay, so this was today's stream. I appreciate you if you decided to join, or if you're watching this in the future. Thank you, I appreciate it. And I'll be ending the stream soon, so consider subscribing and hitting that like and hitting that bell if you find any of the stuff I do useful. I have my illustrated deck of cards on my website. I also have a Redbubble shop where you can find my illustrations on a bunch of merch that you can purchase. I also have like backgrounds for your phone, such as this one right here. Uh, you can see it there on my website. Yeah, good night. Um, Anyway, I go live Monday through Thursday. If I miss a day is because something happened. I got sick or something like last week. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Let me find my music. Until next time. Bye.